Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ncaa Pearson, and welcome again to my channel, Ncaa Blue, March 23rd of 2025, 10:33 in the a.m. I pray you guys have a great day in the Lord. I want to briefly touch on George Foreman and the number 76. Also, a brief notification on the Pope, because he did speak today. We'll make this very brief. Now, check this out. I had a video a few days ago where I said that George Foreman had 76 wins and 5 losses. 76 wins and 5 losses. So I'm going to show you in relation to the NCAA men's basketball game yesterday, why these numbers coincidentally or deliberately are matching up. It's a barn burner. Check it out. Years old. Trump's the 45th president. And look at this. He won. He was 76-5 with 68 knockouts. 76. That's his age. And he just happened to have 76 wins with 68 knockouts. The numbers are going to speak, people. But I want to say my condolences. And hey, look, like I said, at 45 years old, he came back. So at 45 years old, he came back. In relation to Trump, I'm assuming, because Trump was 45 years old. Trump was the 45th president. Now check this out. I'm going to go to the 21:37 mark. At the 21:37 mark, we see something else.
Google Fight.
Okay, you ready to commercial and come right back. 28 years old. I'm gonna put this together for you guys. Now, if you notice the pattern when it came down to celebrities, when there's major events, people die around major events. Like when we have different sports situations. Remember the reporter who died a few days before the Super Bowl? Remember that? I call them sacrifices. Watch this here. Reporter dies before Super Bowl.
According to AP News, Super Bowl reporter found dead in hotel room had sedative drug in his system, police say. New Orleans, AP, the television reporter who died in New Orleans while on assignment to cover the Super Bowl had a sedative.
I don't care what major event it is, when it comes down to sports and entertainment, somebody wind up dying. And guess what? You got the March Madness just started, right? So could it be March Madness began the first Ncaa Division I men's basketball tournament, which later became known as March Madness, was held 1939, March 27th. So I took March 27th of 2025, the anniversary, because they're playing right now, versus 1/10 of 2025. That's George Foreman's birthday. The difference is 76. There's that 76 again. I'm not saying the March Madness people got anything to do with it. All I'm saying is that the gods sacrifice in relation to events. They make their stamp. This is crazy. So you saw that the 76 is big, and I'm gonna show you just how big it is. George Foreman was born in Marshall, Texas on January 10th, 1949. He grew up in the 5th Ward community of Houston, Texas, with 6 siblings. Although he was raised by J.D. Foreman, whom his mother had married when George was a small child, his biological father was Leroy Moorhead. And again, he was 76 years old, and he's from Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Texas became part of the United States on December 29th, 1845. Take December 29th of 2024 Subtracted from yesterday's date, 3/22 of 2025, you get 84, including the end date. Who was born August 4th? Barack Obama. Now, look at that score and tell me what you see. Look at that score. (81-76). 81-76. Now, excuse me. This thing is so mysterious, people, because it's 5 points that separate them, doesn't it? 76 plus 5 gives you 81. But the Gonzala Bulldogs only had 76 points. Isn't that something? George Foreman died at 76 years old. And let's go back to my first part that I brought up at the 7-minute mark. His record was 76-5. If you take 76 plus 5, you get 81, don't you? Because he had 81 fights. This is crazy, ain't it? George Foreman had 81 fights. And Houston had 81 points. George Foreman died at 76 years old. And George Foreman is from Houston. Can you say, come on, man? What are the odds, people? That's why I did the video. Because I was like, is this going to relate to Houston? Houston is where he's from. Now, this is going to really blow your mind. There were 8 games yesterday. 8 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I added up all the scores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I took all the numbers that were high. 76, 75, 91, 77, 82, 91, 81, 67. It gave me 640. I took all the lows. 62, 66, 79, 64, 70, 89, 76, and 58. They gave me 564. I subtracted 640 from 564, and it gave me 76. George Foreman's death, 76. You can do it yourself. You can go to ESPN or Ncaa basketball, type it in, add it up. Type in March Madness game Saturday. It's deep. And all the games are there. All the games are there from yesterday. And all I gotta do is add it up. Isn't that crazy? Just add it up. And again, I added up all the games, all 8 games, and all the winning points came out to 640. All the losing points came out to 564. The difference was 640 for the high, for the wins, and 564 for the losses. 640 minus 564 gave you George Foreman's age, 76. And remember, G for George is 7, and F is 6. So 7-6. G is the 7th letter of the alphabet. F is the 6th letter of the alphabet. George Foreman, 7-6. Oh, it's deep. 640 points to win, 564 points to lose. Gave you 76. Yesterday's date, 3/22 of 2025. Now, I did the July 4th. You know why? Because America was born July 4th, 1776. I took 7/4/2025 from 3/22/2025, yesterday's basketball game, With Houston, the difference is 316, sacrifice number. People, you make a conclusion about these games. I added up all the games, every last one of them. I added up all the games. You can do it yourself. And I came up with 640 and 564. And I know your mouth is on the flow, but I'm telling you, what a world we live in. What a world we live in. The difference is 76. And George Foreman is 76 years old. And you can't get past this. George Foreman had 81 fights total. He lost 5. The difference is 76 in his death. How is this possible? Wow, people, I tell you, numbers tell stories. They tell stories. God bless him and God bless his family, and may he rest in peace. Now let's go to the Pope. I want to show you something. Okay, I'm going to point out like a subtle Tiffany blue, a purple, and the rock colors. The Pope came out on the balcony today and he spoke. Check it out.
After 5 weeks battling pneumonia here at this hospital in Rome, Pope Francis finally...
Now watch, I told you guys I did television, I did camera work and production in studios, and what I'm telling you, this is possibly all camera. She's got on like the Tiffany blue, okay? He's got on red, and you're gonna see another person with him in the center gonna have yellow. Red and yellow are rock colors. Welcome new subscribers, I'm gonna teach you this. Sun God Ra. Sun God Ra, those are his colors. Orange and the gold, or orange and yellow combination, okay? So this is real deep, so pay attention. I'm not calling the Pope the devil. What I'm saying is that there are powers behind the scenes orchestrating events like this. That's what I feel. And they speak. If you go to my website, if you go to Friend Shot Blue, and all you gotta do is just go down, pull it up. I have a video called It's In Your Face. Here it is right here. It's in your face. In your face, we're gonna teach you the colors. See the combination of colors? See the purple and the blue? See that purple and that blue dancing around? It won't be exactly the same color all the time. But these are the Phoenician gods who used to run the world. They used to sacrifice babies, blood sacrifice. They wanted territory, they sacrificed. If they wanted land, they sacrificed somebody. If they wanted riches, they sacrificed somebody. Because they worship Moloch, Baal, and Satan. So what I'm trying to teach you, I'll put this in the description. You can see the colors. See the colors? The combination of colors, purple and blue. There's nothing wrong with the colors. The purple, the blue, the red, the yellow. There's nothing wrong with them. You can wear them. Satan just uses the colors to speak in ancient times. And those ancient times are back. And I'm trying to educate people. Now watch this. See the blue she's got on? It's going to all come into play. Right now you're seeing red and black. Red and black is sacrifice. Will the Pope be sacrificed? I believe there's a sacrifice going to take place. That's what I believe. Now watch as she talks what's going to happen. You say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. Watch this.
Made a public appearance.
See that? Boom. Red and yellow. Sun God Ra. You understand how these started out? Red and black. I'm teaching. Red and black is sacrifice. And then boom.
Has finally made a public appearance.
There it is.
He was wheeled out in a wheelchair.
So now you're halfway there. You got the rock colors right there. Got the red and black. And you got the subtle blue. Now watch this.
On a balcony behind me and greeted the hundreds of people that were gathered in this piazza. The Pope was looking very frail and just managed to wave with both hands and give the thumb. People that were gathered in this piazza. The Pope was looking very frail and just managed to wave with both hands and give the thumbs up. They did give him a microphone so that he could try and speak, and he managed barely, with a very weak voice, to say thank you, and then pointed out a woman in the crowd who had yellow flowers and said, "Brava."
Did you see that? She's got the Tiffany blue here, right? Tiffany blue here. Now watch. They're talking about the yellow flowers. But look.
You, and then pointed
What has she got on?
out a woman in the crowd who had
Almost like a purple. Do you understand now what you're looking at? I'm telling you how the game is being played, baby. These two colors. See that? Look at that. Purple and the blue. It won't always be the right shade, but they put it together, okay? They speak. They got you looking at the yellow flowers. Look, 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 and learn. Just like yesterday when I did my video on Trump, I showed in my video, and I will show you again, when Trump was at the men's, he was at the men's wrestling tournament yesterday. I showed different colors as well. I showed the purple and I showed the blue. And you'll see here, as soon as Trump comes out, what transpires. You'll see him walk over. As he walked over and shook hands, let's see. See, he's gonna shake hands. And there it is there. Purple and the blue. Do you understand now? The purple and the blue. I'm not gonna argue with people. I'm here to teach because I want you to get ready, because they're gonna create a one world system. I don't want you caught up in the hype about praising this man and thinking he's gonna save your soul or save your country. He ain't saving nothing. He's an imposter. He's a fake. The system is fake. It goes back to what Satan said. I want to be like the Most High, and they're ushering in the system. And for bonus, soon as Trump shakes hands, this man right here is going to stop clapping, and what is he going to do? He's going to fold his arms. Watch. See that? That's the X. And what is X? X means you're marked. It's deep, people. Watch the video.